Indonesia's Aceh province has decided to start banning women straddling on motorbikes. So, as you guys know, in Indonesia, people riding on motorcycles is very common, but they feel that it's a little too revealing when a woman is straddling a man on a motorbike. They feel like you can see her curves a little too much. They don't like the fact that she's holding on to a man. So they're saying maybe it's a better idea if you put both your legs on one side of the motorbike and don't hold on to the guy, because that's safe.
Yeah.
That's safe.
No, but you see, that's the thing. They don't care that it's safe.
It's unbelievable.
Right. No. Their priority is some insane rules about morality, etc. If she happens to fall off the motorcycle, well, that's no harm to them. So that's a sad day for her, because they don't care about her. They care about voodoo religious beliefs from thousands of years ago. And by the way, if there's one thing that the religions can agree on, it's that a woman should not straddle a motorcycle. I'm sure Muhammad, Moses, and Jesus would have all agreed. By the way, how would you have ridden a camel back in the day? My guess is you would have straddled it. Between the two humps? I can't believe they allowed that back in the day. If they allowed that, I think they would have let you go on the back of a motorcycle.
You know how guys already have the perception of being like hornballs, and for girls showing some kind of cleavage or something, or legs, like, oh, and you have to look? Man, imagine the prison you're in, that a woman can't sit on a fucking bike without you going, oh my God, oh, I can't take it. She bent her leg. Oh God! Like it's a prison. You're in a prison in your own head. How could you not take that?
So that's a devastating point, one I have not heard mentioned anywhere else. So I really want to congratulate JR on a unique point. He's worried about the guys, along with the women. Now, of course, he's worried about the women too. But like, think about how bad a situation you're in. That you've set up a situation where you're like, oh my God. Whoa, look at how she's straddling that bike in a way that I can't see at all. Right? Man, go out and enjoy life a little bit. Both you men and women, okay? Believe me, there's a lot hotter things to see in the world. It's called the internet. Go on there, Google it, you'll be amazed. You want to talk about a straddle? Turns out there are other things that folks straddle, okay? Look into it. God, man. Look, in the midst of these two stories about the motorcycle and the India on the rape and the, for the first time I started to think maybe we should shut up about it.
Really?
I'll tell you why.
Because we're not really getting through to anyone?
No. When's that ever stopped us before? Come on. No, because, as I wrote back in 05 or 06 an article about this, which one day will get me in massive trouble, about how we live in an ocean of insanity when it comes to religion. And it's true, man. I mean, if you went in the middle of a crowd, a worked up Hindu crowd in India, and you said chanting your silly little things isn't going to help you at all, you would probably get lynched, okay? I'm keeping it real. I got friends, I got a ton of friends from India, etc. It's not to disrespect India in any way. I'm just saying as a symptom of what's going on across the world. Obviously, you go to a Muslim country, a fundamentalist Muslim country, and you say something bad about Muhammad in the middle of a Friday crowd, you're going to get lynched, okay? Now, the reality is, they're crazy. They're, the hymns and the prayers and the Allahs and the Vishnus, and they're not right. We know that, right? But they way outnumber us. So I was thinking, like, okay, so they see the stuff we did on Hinduism. You can't go back to India. Like if it became an issue, et cetera, because there's a billion Hindus in India, and 90% of them believe the voodoo, okay? 90% of the people here believe our voodoo, right? Well, it's not even ours, but Christianity, et cetera, right? And it's an ocean out there, man, and we're an island of sanity, and it's not a particularly, safe island to be on. Isn't that a little scary?
That's very scary. And oftentimes when we do these stories, you look at the numbers, I just always wonder what can be done to change the attitudes, to make people realize that it doesn't make any sense to believe in these ridiculous laws like women not being allowed to straddle a motorbike. But what do you do? Do you try to spread education to those areas? Well, in a lot of these countries, education is available, but people still believe in fundamentalist religion. I mean, look at the United States. We have lots of people that believe in fundamentalist religion. We have access to education here.
Yeah.
It's that cult-like mentality, wanting to belong. There's a social aspect to it. It's really amazing. The brainwashing, the propaganda, all of that plays a role.
Of course. Look, the only answer is slowly we keep fighting. And look, in Europe, it's becoming less and less religious. I did a story that I might go back to tomorrow on the nuns. Those are the, not N-U-N, but N-O-N-E, the people who have no affiliation with religion. They're growing in America. They're up to 20%. I mean, look, 20 years ago, that number would have been unimaginable, right? In Europe, they're much, much larger. So we can win, but it's going to take a long time and a lot of pain.